And let's have a closer look at those front pages with the Times and The Telegraph. Steve, what have they got?
Yeah, the Times goes with UK tourists are warned over travel to France, as you say, because of the violence, the protests, and also because of the risk of curfew. I mean, it'd be a waste of a holiday, wouldn't it? You go over there, you can't do anything. Yeah. Although the curfews haven't been brought in yet, it's only speculation. There's certainly been violence, which has included fireworks being set off, so something to write home about if you're on holiday.
Well, yeah, that could be quite spectacular. But, I mean, there's been a lot more than fireworks. There's been, I've seen assault weapons being fired in the air. Marseille's largest library was set on fire, possibly destroying ancient historical texts.
And it's interesting about the violence spreading, because that seems like more this moment is a catalyst and it is revealing pressure and unease that's already there. I mean, even in Brussels there's been reports of things happening. So this is spreading, it's addressing... So there's two issues, isn't there? The actual thing that kicked off all of this, and the underlying pressures.
And the thing that kicked it off was the shooting of I think it was 17-year-old, yeah.
Nahel M. Yeah, I mean, there's a video of him. He sort of seems to drive away, and the policeman shoots him. It seems to be... People said he was aiming for his foot, but he hit him in the chest, and he killed him. So obviously any murder or killing with a... I don't want to say murder because not legally, but with a racial element of it kicks off, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, I guess if a policeman's pointing a gun at you, do what he says.
Yeah, general rule, but I don't know enough about it to sort of, you know, say my talking points yet until I know the exact...
Yeah.
But some French politicians, I mean, the left-wing leader Mélenchon has been praising the riots and saying, you know, this is good and carry on.
Well, they do love a riot, don't they, France? I mean, no one does a riot like France.
But I mean, you're
saying he's stoking the... Yeah, I mean, this is what the left do, though. They stoke these kind of riots. They love it. It's like America post-George Floyd. They love stoking a riot. I thought Steve was going to come back there. The token member of the
Steve
left
agrees with you, Nick.
No, he's looking around going, oh, they've got me...
He knows he stokes riots at the weekend, that's what it is. He wouldn't have a leg to stand on.
I'm busy on the weekends. I just think you could say this much. Traffic stops shouldn't end in shootings. It's a problem that America has. You can understand if a burglary is happening or something where the policeman might be in danger, but if a car is driving away from you, it feels like you're not in danger.
Yeah, but also, I mean, we've seen police chases, we've seen car chases. I mean, the police use force to end those car chases.
Yeah, but I don't think this is exactly the same. If you are in a car chase and something happens that injures the driver, that is very different to, this person's not doing what I said, I'm not at risk, but I will fire anyway.
All right, so assuming the rioters are justified in, you know, this sort of pressure being released because they've seen this horrific, allegedly racist, alleged, you know, killing, alleged murder. I mean, how much looting? How many? We saw a Yamaha dealership being looted. I mean, how many motorbikes have to be stolen? How many truckers have to be stopped and dragged out of their trucks and stabbed before there's justice?
No, it's not. That shouldn't happen at all. I don't think it's an either-or. You can say you shouldn't have violence spreading across a country and you shouldn't shoot people in traffic stops.
Yeah. And Nick, I mean, Macron has been, even though he's really sagging in the polls at the moment, he's been doing nothing. He went to see Elton John.
Yeah, some people said he was stoking this. I mean, I don't see what a curfew is going to do. It's not particularly effective. Do you think rioters particularly care about the laws of a curfew? Do you think they're like, oh, I better stop my rioting now because it's struck 10 o'clock? You know what I mean? So I'm not totally convinced. But yeah, Macron, I'm always amazed Macron's still there because everyone seems to hate him in France. You know, you had the yellow vest protest, things like this. But he sort of endures, doesn't he, despite that? He's kind of like Sturgeon, but eventually maybe he'll get his comeuppance. You know how she stayed far too long when she seemed awful?
Well, it's looking like that's going to happen at the next election, whenever that is. I'm not actually sure when the next French election is, but I mean, he's really down in the polls.
Okay.
And in fact, Le Pen is up in the polls. And this is, I mean, I'd imagine that this would play to her base.
But also, do you not think whoever wins the next French election will simply say, oh, don't worry, we won't change retirement age? Like, the same level of protest seemed to kick off about changing the retirement age by 2 years.
That's true.
So that's probably the vote winner.